So personally, we're at late seed Series A stage, and I'm really trying to plot the org chart for the next 12 months. Is there anything that that I could preempt, any roles or any mistakes that have been made in the past that you could maybe talk a bit on?
Yeah, that's super exciting. Congratulations. That's a great phase to be in. Org and people are definitely one of the hardest parts of growth, like hands down. Like getting that right is a real challenge. So, at Uber, we were organized mainly by like supply and demand, right? So like having you know, having both sides of the marketplace be mirrored a lot of times with the marketing person, the growth person, the product person, and making sure that both sides are working collaboratively together, and having visibility into each other's work, I think is really critical. They need to, so even at Uber, we had an initiative that we called supply conversion, right? So you can even cross convert people across the marketplace. So if you have drivers, maybe they can be riders, or riders might be able to be drivers, and so that actually creates like a really great system of fluidity within your marketplace. And so most marketplaces that I've seen, I've also consulted for Crexy, which is a real estate marketplace in LA. And we were going through org just at that stage as well, and figuring out, okay, how do we split up supply demand and then add on like a layer of like platform or marketplace? And usually that's how it ends up being, where you have people focused on each core customer. So the supply side, the demand side, and then you have a team that's more thinking about the infrastructure of the marketplace. And I think the biggest challenge that can arise when you do have that structure is each team independently going after their own goals without visibility and without awareness of the other teams. And so having the right forums in place to bridge any organizational gaps and have that information flow and create a sense of like, okay, we are all going after this overarching company goal, even though we have independent product or marketing goals for each side of the business, is going to be really important. So kind of developing the forums for that. At Netflix, we had what we called product strategy meetings every week, and essentially everyone came in and brought the experiments they were working on, the initiatives they were thinking about, and had an open debate and a really, really cross-functional debate. So you had people from data science, from design, from product, and those kinds of forums, I think, really allow people to have a thorough and comprehensive discussion about what actually makes sense for the business and get new perspectives. You don't necessarily have to listen to everyone's perspective, and not listen, but like actually execute on their perspective, but at least you get their perspective, right? And so that creates kind of a sense of trust and collaboration within the organization.
So basically making sure that you don't silo everyone in the classic org chart, but you really have those squads or divisions to help people, bring people together and share information and make sure that information flows beyond the departments. Yeah.
Exactly. And we actually had another mini sort of organization within Uber that teams could form around what we called strike teams. And those strike teams would be loosely assembled people from ops or marketing, product, and they would address a very specific problem within that marketplace. And so allowing sort of people who are seeing opportunities based on their perspective to work across with other people in different departments can also be a way to address acute problems or specific initiatives that are shorter term that you can layer on top of the overarching longer term strategy.
Okay, that makes a lot of sense. Thanks.